This is the Dynalog DR-DG600C foldable drone. It has the feeling of a beginner drone, but I don't know yet because we haven't flown it. So there are your cautions of battery. And hopefully that's still picking up the camera right there. Okay, we do have the DG600C foldable or manual for the drone. You do have your quick start guide. So we'll take a look here momentarily and see what type of options the drone offers us as well. Okay, so the controller for the drone. Okay, well, let me go ahead and show it to you this way so you can see how well it's nice and packed. It's a hard foam in here. I wish there was a case. So the controller is almost DJI-ish. See, but then at the same time, it has the same feel as a bunch of the other beginner drones on the market. And for me, a beginner drone, just so we can go ahead and clarify what I separate as a beginner drone, any drone that is not being used for commercial photography. And when I say it's just the camera equipment itself, as far as I'm concerned, is where you start getting into no longer being a beginner drone. There's nothing wrong with beginner drones. I have a pile of them. I definitely suggest you have a beginner drone, get used to a beginner drone, fly on the beginner drone before you go out and upgrade to a bigger drone. So for the controller, we have headless mode, which is always not recommended to be used. You do have your compass, your power button, auto takeoff and landing, and your GPS headless mode, the compass, the takeoff and landing over here. You're going to have your photo button on top. So photo button is here, video button is here. This is going to be for adjusting should be for adjusting the camera up and down. And let's go ahead and open this controller all the way up and see how this feels. I don't know, man. Okay, so your charging plug is going to be here on the side for the controller. The drone does come with 2 batteries, and the batteries are going to be the 3.7 1600 milliamp. Without looking in the instruction booklet, you're probably going to get about, I don't know, depending on your usage while you're flying and how much you're using the camera on there, maybe 12 minutes per flight. I know the book's going to say 17 to 20. I'm going to disagree with that. Okay, and then here we'll open up the other little accessory pack first, because all this I have to fly this to get an actual feeling for it. And they give us 2 charging units. So wait, there's actually 3. Well, do we have a battery in here? No, we do not. So they gave us, oh, okay, that's for the controller, that's why. Excuse the brain fart. So that's going to be for the controller. Those are going to be for the 2 batteries, so you can charge both your batteries at the same time, and then you can just fly back to back. With the flying back to back option, always just take into mind, be consideration of your battery, of the warmth of the drone, of how much you've flown. Always make sure you do your pre-check flight lists. Make sure you go ahead and check your propellers and your screws. Make sure they're in there tight. You don't want to have something just flying off of the drone. Hey guys, Mario here with your Outdoor Adventures. Today we are flying the Dynalog. We're going to go ahead and give this a test. We are going to check to see how well it works, how well it does it uses the functions. We will do some video of the actual drone flying, and then we'll switch it over and we'll do some video footage from the actual drone itself so you guys can get an idea of what the clarity of the picture looks like. First, we're going to go ahead and we are going to turn everything on. So for the Dynalog, the power button is on top. We have flashing lights. Now, of course, I forgot my landing pad, so we're going to use the trusty box over here for the controls itself. Your power button on here is going to be, we now have power, and we've got a full charge for now. This is where your manual comes into play and why your manual is your best friend. So we've already downloaded the app. We'll take a look at that here momentarily. First thing we need to do is calibrate the drone and pair the drone. So we turn the drone on, we're good, we have that now, we've got everything set up here, and calibrate the compass. Well, let's go ahead and make sure. Okay, so we are already, remote power indicator, when it's flashing, we're no longer flashing, so it's actually set. Calibrating the compass is going to be this button here, and then press and hold the button for 3 seconds to start calibrating. The remote beeps once and all the LEDs turn off. Okay. Lights are off. And now, step 2, hold the drone horizontally, rotate it, and rotate until the remote beeps once. So this is going to be for the compass. There's our beep. Now we're going vertical. And there's our beep. So now we're set on calibrating the compass. Calibrating the gyroscope is going to be down and to the left. Now we're going to search for the satellites. GPS mode is the default mode. And connecting the mobile device, so we're not worried about that right now because we're not going to use the camera right away. So for flight instructions, you have your auto takeoff and land. We're just going to go ahead and launch this and get some flight time. So we are unlocked and moving. Put the drone back over here and we're going to see how well it holds. I've really got to hold on to that controller right now so hang on. I think we finally have our okay, so we're finally locked. And there we go. I had to look in the camera to see where it's at. So we are locked. So very good. Now you can see it's holding much more stable than it was. And we're going to take it out over here and get some flight on. I'm going to run it down here first. I do want to make sure that I'm keeping it in the camera so you guys can see it. That's why I brought it out over here as well. So trying to see it on the camera. I can't actually see it on the camera, which is crazy. But I can see it right there. Okay, and we're going to come back in. So nice and responsive. It's doing its job. Let go of the controls. It's got a little drift. And see, it came back in and it locked back in place. So I'm happy with that. All right, so I can see the drone again on the camera. Bring it back down here. Bring it in. Now this is all on speed 1 as well. And you've got some green lights in the back, a little bit of a wobble when it's trying to climb, so it might just be my thumbs. All right, so you do have some blue lights in the front. See if we can, whoa. Come on. I don't know if the controller might be messing with the video. I wanted to bring it in here so you guys can see if I can get those lights in there for you.
Back away from me, want to eat me. See, it's got a nice steady hold. Good, that's right in front of the camera, perfect. All right, and then from here, we're gonna go ahead and so we know that it flies well. It does have some drift in it, you see that, that's not me, okay? We're not worried about the landing, we're not worried about the control sticks, photo, speed switch. Okay, so let's go ahead and increase the speed. The speed on the set is set to low, and our speed is going to be, okay, so our speed control is going to be the knob here. That's faster. And that's on 3, so let me see how well we do here. Bring it back down. Might actually take this over the parking lot and see if it flies easier, flies better over the parking lot, easier to see. So, but it handles pretty well. Like I said, I mean, I'm looking to see what all we can do with this, but so far I'm happy with it. Now let's go ahead and get it back in here for you. Hang on. It really wants to come at us. What I want to do is, there we go, I want to get the camera right there. Okay, so looking to see, we're going to have to take a look at the camera here momentarily. This might be a manual camera. I haven't looked at the instructions yet on it, but it wasn't, the control wasn't moving the camera. But as you can see, I mean, bring it back around here for you. Whoop. Get it back in the camera. And the drone is light, so it definitely has a little bit of sway to it. Alright, we're going to take it out of high speed. I'm going to put it back in 2. Speed 2 was a lot more responsive for me. Speed 3 is fun. It's like a sport mode. Whips around. But, okay, not sure. Our battery might be dying. Alright, there we go. So, happy with it. Happy with it. Alright, let's go ahead and take it out over here. This. There we go. See it any better there? I got a lot of sun right there. How about over here? Nope, see the background. That's why I liked it out over here. I thought it was easier to see. But even there, you still have to get it really up here into the cloud to see it, or the sky part of it. So we're 10 minutes in on, well, maybe not 10 minutes because we started a little late. But yeah, we're about 10 minutes on the battery on the drone, which is what I expect. I mean, I think these were 1200 amp. Now I'm going to land this on the concrete because we're over grass. Set you right there and come in here. I want to go ahead and switch the batteries out and get the camera. I want to get some pictures with the camera in the video so you guys can see what that looks like. So, cute little drone. Like I said, I'm interested in to see what all we can do with it and how long we can get it to last. But, well, it didn't want to cut the motors out, so let's try this again. Whoa, whoa, where are you going? One touch landing. Here we go, right there. Perfect. Thought we were going to lose it there for a moment.